Hi, I'm Sally Thibault, and in this video today we're going to be tapping on staying in flow. I don't think there's been a time in any generation where we have been bombarded with information, 24-hour news channels, social media, opinions of others, fear-mongering that seems to happen quite easily on news and on social media. And all those things pull us out of our own flow. You know, in the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Dr. Stephen Covey talked about our center of influence and our center of concern. The only time you actually have any power is when you're in your center of influence. You can be concerned about things around you, but it's your center of influence, your own groups, your own family, where you actually have the ability to make change and influence people. But we often get pulled out of that and get concerned about things. Just pulls us right out of flow. And in order to achieve success, it's imperative you stay in flow, because that's where your intuition, your wisdom flows, opportunities flow towards you. But if you're being pulled out of flow by commenting on certain things on TV, or getting caught up in gossip, or even just, spending time on social media scrolling through stuff, what happens is you shut down that beautiful wisdom and that intuition. So here we're going to tap on moments you get out of flow, and this might be something you can keep on your phone, however you feel yourself doing this, just so you've got something to refer to. Even though I feel myself being pulled out of flow, I'm getting caught up in other people's stuff, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though I find myself getting pulled out of my flow all the time, I get caught up in social media and all this news, and I know it doesn't do me any good. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though I find myself easily getting pulled out of my flow, getting caught up in talking about other people, or just wasting time scrolling through social media, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Tapping. I get pulled out of my flow so easily. It just happens almost automatically. Getting pulled out of my flow. I get so caught up in other stuff. I get caught up in things that I can't fix anyway. I get pulled out of my flow so easily. Sometimes I'm halfway down the track, I don't even know I've done it. I get pulled out of my flow so easily. I find myself getting pulled out of flow so easily. I don't like it when I do that to myself. Makes my energy levels drop. I get pulled out of my flow so easily. I get pulled out of my center of influence so easily. I get pulled out of my flow so easily. Sometimes it's safer to be out there. I get pulled out of flow so easily. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now, what I want you to do, and in an upcoming video, we're going to be tapping on procrastination and what that's all about. But I want you to just examine, where is it safer for you to be out of flow rather than in it? And that's a tapping round for another video. But you might find that there's something in there when you get pulled out of your flow so easily. What is that? Has there been times in your past you've never been able to say what you feel? Is there times in the past you've said what you feel or done something and you were challenged? There's always a reason why we get pulled out of flow, and sometimes we feel safer out there. But in the meantime, let's go straight to a reframe round. Remember, all these videos just take the edge off the emotion, and to understand what's really going on, that's really important. And you get to the bottom of that. Makes all the difference in the world. Let's go straight to a reframe round. Even though I get pulled out of my flow so easily, I choose to forgive myself and get straight back on flow again. Even though there are times I get pulled out of my flow so easily, but I choose to have compassion for myself. I choose to forgive myself. And I choose to recognize when I do it. One more time. Even though there are times when I get pulled out of flow, and it does annoy me, I choose to recall what I need to do to get straight back in flow again. Okay, tapping. I choose to stay in flow. I choose to recognize when I'm out of flow. I choose to forgive myself and have compassion for myself. I choose to stay in flow. I choose to stay here because I know that's where I belong. I choose to stay in flow. I choose to get back and be focused. I choose to forgive myself for judging myself. I choose to stay in flow. I choose to feel what that feels like when I'm in flow. I choose to attract that flow in my life each and every day. I'm grateful for all the opportunities to stay in flow. I'm grateful for all the opportunities that come out of me staying in flow. I choose to stay in flow. I choose to feel what that feels like. I choose to stay in flow. Take a deep breath and let it go. Okay, hands on hips. Here's what I want you to do in this one today. I want you to feel what it feels like to be in flow. You know that feeling. You know when you have those days when things just happen. And even if there's little wheels falling off, you know exactly what you need to do to get back on track again. Feel what that feels like. Feel that flow of energy coming from your heart when you are just in flow all the time. And give yourself permission to practice it every single day. I hope this has helped. I'll talk soon. Bye for now.